What's up, guys? This is the fourth week of the Curran Kaden College Football Podcast / show. More of a show than a podcast. All right. So week 3 of the college football season just passed. We got really close games, some blowouts, some stuff. So recapping it, we'll talk about it at the end. But here's just going down the list. Georgia barely escapes out of Kentucky, 13-12. Weird game. South Carolina barely beats LSU, 36-33 with it. Like that was one of the most insane second halves of football I've ever seen. Arkansas barely beats UAB. Texas dominates UTSA with Quinn Ewers going out. Arch Manning steps in, looks like a stud. Notre Dame bounces back 66-7, putting them back in the win column. Alabama steamrolls Western Kentucky. Ohio State blows out.
Wait, what did you just say? Just
Steamrolls?
Western Kentucky? That was week 1.
Oh, who'd they play last week?
They had a bye week.
Alabama?
Yeah.
Alabama did not have a bye week last week.
I swear.
They have a bye week this week.
I thought they were playing Georgia this week. Oh, hold up. No, they steamrolled Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I don't know why I said Western Kentucky.
I thought the bye week was last week.
No, it's this week. Georgia has one too. Anyway, Ohio State blows out WMU 52-0. Nobody cares.
Texas A&M beats Florida by
A good
13,
bit. That was I
13.
thought Florida was going to win that game. Ole Miss continues blowing out teams. Tennessee continues blowing out teams. Missouri played a really good. That was just a good football game to watch.
Yeah.
Boston College. That's it for just like the recaps, in my opinion. I mean, those are big games, but we can talk about
LSU and South Carolina.
LSU, South Carolina.
That was a game.
That second half was just crazy.
Yeah.
Like
South Carolina with a choke job of the century.
Let's talk about Georgia. Georgia, 13-12 over Kentucky.
Yeah.
Georgia had 55 yards in the first half. That's the lowest since 2011 we've ever had in a game. Just
not a good game for them.
Just not a good game.
That's all there is to say.
I mean, to be fair, Kentucky did look a lot better than I thought they were going to look.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's not really an excuse.
Dude, I swear, Kentucky will lose to the worst teams in the conference and then play their best games against Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah, I mean it's
so weird.
Kentucky. It's like every year Georgia plays one close game with somebody. Like last year it was Georgia Tech. We only beat them by a touchdown. The year before that it was Missouri.
Yeah.
We won the game on the last drive of the game. Hopefully, I'm hoping that this year it's just like that with Kentucky, because if we play like that against Bama, we're going to get blown out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. I want to see. I hope we had some injuries on the D-line and O-line, so hopefully we'll get something back. Tate Ratledge went out early in the game. Our best offensive lineman, probably. I don't know. Just couldn't get the run game going at all.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the run game going.
Deion Walker for Kentucky, though.
Dude, that dude was making plays the entire game.
Yeah.
You're talking about, was he the safety or whoever was?
He's on D-line. He's an
yeah.
edge rusher. Yeah.
They had some, I don't remember the name of the safety, but they're blitzing him a lot, and he got 2 sacks and a bunch of
he did good.
tackles for loss. I don't know. Just a weird game. Not really a ton to. I mean, there's a lot to take away, but not in a short amount of time. Just weird game for Georgia. Didn't look like they came to play.
Yeah.
I don't really know. It was 3-9 at halftime.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, this got to be fake.
Yeah.
There's no way Georgia's doing this bad.
It was. I said the same thing, but then we came out in the second half. I thought we were going to play a lot better. We just looked the same until the fourth quarter. Then we actually looked like Georgia. Let's talk about. Well, I guess that'll be in our cooked. They're the beyond cooked. Mississippi State getting blown out by Toledo.
Mississippi State's garbage.
I mean, I don't. You can't really blame them. Mike Leach, rest in peace, passed away in the middle of towards the end of their season 2 years ago. So they kind of scrambled. But Toledo
out of nowhere. I didn't know Toledo was capable of doing that. At all against any team. It's Toledo.
Bro, that was ridiculous. I was in Buffalo Wild Wings watching the games, and I just look up and I see Mississippi State. Like it was like every time I look up, the score would just keep going up by Toledo. Just look
Absolutely
terrible.
horrendous.
Let's talk about Tennessee, because Tennessee looks like one of the best teams in the SEC out of nowhere.
It's cupcake games. That's all it is.
I know, but 55-0 at halftime is ridiculous. I don't care who you're playing.
Dude, bro.
They had 42 points in the first half.
It's Kent State,
Or
though.
the first quarter.
What even
Georgia
is
played Kent State close last year.
What even is a Kent State?
I don't know what their mascot is.
They're like they're called the Flashes, I think. There's like a golden eagle. Something.
No, that's Tennessee Tech is the Golden Eagles.
Well, no, they're called the Flashes, but like from their logo, it looks like a golden eagle.
I don't know. Tennessee, I can't say his last name. Looks like a good quarterback. I mean, I guess we'll find out.
Will they play Oklahoma this week?
Yeah, that's going to be a good game. Hopefully. I mean, we'll kind of see what they're made of then. But going down the line, Ole Miss keeps beating cupcake teams. Texas, let's talk about Arch Manning. That dude is legit.
Dude, Arch Manning is gonna have the game of his life in this week against General Booty. That is the matchup I want to see.
Matchup of the week. General Booty and Arch Manning.
Yep.
Louisiana Monroe.
If only General Booty stayed at Oklahoma, it would have been way better.
Notre Dame finally gets back in the win column. Keep them afloat, I guess.
Huge win for them though over Purdue.
Purdue 66-7.
Yeah, that game should have been like Notre Dame was probably going to destroy them, but like Purdue.
Well, Notre Dame
Purdue. Like, what are we doing?
Notre Dame was probably going to destroy Northern Illinois and lost. So
yeah, Oregon destroys Oregon State. I thought that game was going to be actually good. You know, just a bunch of. Michigan actually had a close game with Arkansas State, though.
Dude, they've had every blowout, supposed to be blowout team has played close with Michigan.
How is Michigan ranked? This is like, they're ranked 18 right now. They beat Arkansas State by 10. This team is not good.
In week one, they barely beat. Who did they barely beat? It was 30-10. I still remember the score.
I don't know.
It was some random.
Then they got destroyed by Texas.
Yeah. I don't know. My sleeper team. Probably my second favorite team right now in college football is Nebraska. They stay undefeated over Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa, bro. What are we doing?
But Dylan Raiola can ball. That's my takeaway from that game. He's legit. The next
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
When you're not playing a defense, you look like Patrick Mahomes.
No, he looks like Patrick Mahomes. There's no. Anyway, just that's kind of what I took away from that. I mean, the games itself. We can talk about some player takeaways. What did you think about some standout players?
You know, going back to Alabama, you know, Ryan Williams, first points for Alabama on the game. It was a good touchdown for him. Just all Alabama looked good that week.
Hold on, let's talk about Ryan Williams, because this dude's going to be...
He's actually good.
He's going to be like... Bro, that dude is... He is so good at football.
I know.
Like, I don't get it. He is so good.
He's just so faster than anybody else.
He's 160. I looked at his thing. He's like barely 170 pounds, 5'11", just so fast.
It's crazy.
Golly, dude, that is crazy. To be my age and making those plays.
Yeah, 17 is wild.
It's ridiculous.
Skipping your senior year of high school to go play for Alabama is.
You never hear of
absurd.
people reclassing. Like you'll hear
hear
of them
them
reclassing
going
down.
down,
There's
yeah.
so many guys that reclass down. I've never heard of somebody reclassing to go to college a year early.
Yeah, but hey,
It
take
worked.
it. We'll take it.
I mean, yeah. And to start at Alabama.
That's starting is wild. For
Crazy.
17.
But I remember watching him when he was at Saraland when he was a sophomore and committed to Alabama. And
Dude, I used to just watch those like YouTubers who go to like random high school games.
yeah,
Yeah, just on the sidelines.
just
yeah.
dude's crazy. Arch Manning can play. That was my other takeaway. We've already kind of talked about that. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a legit quarterback. I thought he was overrated coming out of high school because he played at Newman, which is a really small school. But turns out he can play.
He's a Manning. He can play.
Yeah. Dylan Raiola can play.
Yeah.
Kind of showed for a true freshman. He looks like a good quarterback. He made the right decision going to Nebraska. And then another takeaway, Georgia has really bad offensive and defensive line problems.
Yeah.
That was just my takeaway, I guess. Where's some more players? That was all the players I put in there because
Yeah.
I mean, it was just I didn't really watch
We can talk
all
about
the game. Luther Burden played good.
Yeah. Jackson Dart, worst game of his career.
Oh my God, I didn't even hear about this.
They only put up 40 points, guys. They only put up 40 points. Like, he's so bad now. He's getting cooked. Against Wake Forest.
They played. Oh, they did play Wake. What was the score of that game?
40-6.
46.
Dude, he's on the downfall already. He's not doing good.
What was that QBR?
I do not know.
I know that. What's the Auburn quarterback's name? Hank Brown.
Dude, oh my God, that dude actually kind of cooked.
Dude, he has the what an old name. I didn't know people still name their kids that. Hank. Hank Brown.
Hank, yo.
That sounds like somebody from like the 1920s. Anyway, he got SEC Player of the Week with a perfect passer rating.
Dude,
even though they played.
That's like, isn't he a freshman, or is he a sophomore?
I think I don't know.
Oh, no.
Jet Life, sophomore.
Sophomore, all right.
I mean, can't really say much. We'll see what they do against Arkansas this week.
Yeah.
Kind of only takeaway from that, but Auburn did pick up a solid win. One thing I've noticed with Auburn is they can make any team look like a good game.
Yeah. Just because they'll either play bad or they'll play good.
Yeah, but they can make a non-conference team look like a national championship game.
Exactly. They make Cal look like a national champion.
Yeah.
That's tough to do.
They're good games, though. You can't hate on them.
Still.
They're good football games, but...
It should not be like this early. Especially this early.
No, they're just being entertaining, dude. That's why they're selling out. Whatever the name of that... What's the name of their field? Jordan Hare? Jordan Hare?
Oh, yeah.
Week 4. Let's talk about it.
Illinois, Nebraska.
That was my first game I put on there. I want to see if my Nebraska Cornhuskers can keep the ball rolling.
I want to see Illinois have a Cinderella season this year.
I don't need to say my Nebraska Cornhuskers. I like Nebraska. They're a fun team to watch, but...
You know, it's Illinois. I want to see a Cinderella run out of them this year.
Who, Illinois or Nebraska?
Illinois.
Oh, man.
Just for no reason. Just in spite.
Just Illinois?
Yeah, just Illinois. They're gonna go win the Natty.
Not much in Illinois, I don't think.
No, not at all.
Tennessee versus Oklahoma. I don't know if it's at Oklahoma or at Tennessee.
Let's see, Tennessee's actually pretty good this year.
Is it at Tennessee or at Oklahoma?
It's gonna be
at
Oklahoma.
Okay, well, that wouldn't be as hard. Going into Tennessee, I'd imagine it's very hard to play in. So,
yeah.
Oklahoma, Tennessee,
USC and Michigan.
USC and Michigan. Both of those. That's a top 20 matchup somehow. That's a top 20 matchup.
I feel like Miller Moss could be maybe top 5 in Heisman if they actually win some games, unlike last year.
USC?
Yeah. Because who'd they play last week?
I don't know who they played last week.
It was whoever they played last week, or maybe the week before. He did really good in that game.
Lincoln Riley surprised me. I didn't think they were going to be as good this year because their D line is so good. USC's. They got Barry Alexander, transferred from Georgia. I don't know. I just know Barry Alexander, but I've watched their games. They have a really good D line.
Yeah.
And then Tennessee, explosive offense. Looks like a good defense. I'm picking Tennessee to win this game. Tennessee's going to beat Oklahoma.
Yeah, definitely.
I think by 2 touchdowns or more.
Yeah.
I can see them.
It's not a crazy take.
Yeah. USC, I think, is going to beat Michigan pretty easily.
Definitely. Michigan. I don't even see Michigan ranked after the end of the season.
No. And then I can see Arkansas and Auburn being a good game.
Ooh.
But I think Hank Brown is the guy for Auburn, so I don't know.
Yeah. Top 15 matchup, Utah at Oklahoma State.
Utah and Oklahoma State?
So somehow that's a top 15 matchup.
How is that a top 15 matchup?
Utah's 12, Oklahoma State's 14. That doesn't sound right. That does not sound right. And then Vanderbilt at number 7 Missouri is probably going to be a good game.
Luther Burden looks
really
amazing.
Good.
Amazing receiver.
The hype around him is...
Brady Cook's a good... Missouri's just Brady Cook. Very slept-on team.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond slept-on. They can beat anybody in the SEC if they play well. Like, Missouri's a good team.
Can we talk about how I think it was 7 out of the top 10 teams in the AP ranking right now are SEC teams?
Only 7?
Yeah, only
I
second.
know.
Still though,
Still,
that's wild.
I'm telling you, bro. When this
or
12-team playoffs can show
it
it.
might be 6 actually. It might be 6.
But how many are in the top 10 of those 6?
Let's see. Texas.
Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Missouri was in the top 10.
Missouri, Tennessee. Let me look these up.
JetLife's got them on the Georgia.
Yeah, Texas, Georgia.
We got 2.
Ole Miss is number 5.
Ole Miss. Oh, yeah.
Forgot about them.
Are all of our SEC teams ranked in the top 10? All the...
No, not all of them.
Huh?
There's a lot. There's still a lot in the top 15. There's like another 2 outside the top 10.
Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, Missouri, and that's it.
Oh, someone fell out, actually.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Huh.
No, and then you have Oklahoma at 15.
So we have 4 teams in the top 10?
You got LSU.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in the top 10.
Possibly.
We have 6 teams in the top 10?
Yeah.
From the SEC?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
4 in the top 5.
This is... Yeah, Ohio State's the only one not in
Yeah.
the SEC.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, the SEC's just so dominant.
Dude, especially Oklahoma and Texas joining.
I wish there was just like... There was a game or like a tournament. It could be...
Like what they do in basketball. They have, like, the conference tournaments at the end of the year.
Yes, but they make the best play, like an all-star team for the SEC, all-star team for the Big Ten.
Oh, yeah.
Make
that
it
would be
like
good.
like the Pro Bowl where it's like 2-hand touch but
Like-
kind of competitive.
Oh, yeah. That would be so fun.
Bro,
Fun.
just the SEC dominates. It's not even close. There's no other conference like the SEC. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about Heisman. Let's talk about the Heisman race.
Let's see. What's his name?
Who do you think's leading it? I didn't make a list because I just kind of...
What's the Georgia quarterback's name?
Carson Beck.
Yeah, he's dropped after that.
He's at 5 in my list out of the top
5?
5.
Who you got at 1?
I wasn't prepared for that question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jackson Dart,
Yeah,
maybe? I don't
it-
know.
Either Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe.
No.
Definitely in. What are you talking
just
about?
playing.
We just blew out Wisconsin. Yeah,
Wisconsin, y'all haven't played a team in the SEC yet.
man, we're playing Georgia's our first SEC team.
And Alabama's our first real game.
That's the only real game.
All right. Well, so I didn't think Kentucky was going to be a real game. Let's talk about Georgia's schedule. We have the hardest schedule. Have you seen our schedule? We got to play Alabama at Alabama, Texas at Texas, and Ole Miss at Ole Miss.
Bro, we have.
Everybody in the SEC has a hard schedule.
If you're
because
looking
of
at
the
it right
thing.
now, I think the end of our schedule has.
We have to play those back to back though.
We have to. Yeah, after Georgia's our last bye week, then we played like almost every SEC team that's ranked, except for like Kentucky, I think, or is it South Carolina?
Well, everybody in that we have
Now.
similar schedules because of the no conference thing now. Georgia has a hard schedule. Alabama has a hard schedule. There's no easy
every
schedule.
SEC team is going to have a hard schedule.
Yeah.
Playing, what, 8 conference games or 7 conference games a year? It's tough.
But I mean, even our out of conference game is Clemson though.
Ours was Wisconsin. That's the same outcome.
They were ranked at the time though.
Yeah, but they're not good.
Yeah. I don't know. Alabama upsets Wisconsin.
Upsets.
I'm just
What?
playing. Anyway, so Heisman, I think Jackson Dart should
Yeah.
respectively be leading it. He
Just-
looks like a good
Just
player.
because he's stat padding at this point.
Yeah. And then, I mean, Tennessee, you could say Nico could be in there, but Tennessee is the definition of stat padding. They never stop
Yeah.
throwing the ball.
Dude, it's like wait, what were they going for? Like they were doing no huddle offense before halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why would you do that?
It's Josh Heupel. What was Urban Meyer was doing that with Florida like way back in the day with Tim Tebow?
Yeah.
That's us. That's got padded.
Oh.
Anyway, all right. This is our new segment. We're gonna do a new one every week. Just random
Yeah.
things. So this week it's the all 2010s team.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. Let's start at the top. Let's start at quarterback.
Quarterback. There.
We
are
got
some-
3 guys that we could put in here.
3.
I have 3. I don't know how many you have.
I feel like there's definitely 3, but then there's like maybe 3 more that you could put on there.
Well, almost all of
so-
the.
Do we have the top 3 unanimous at this point?
What are your? All right, I'm gonna say mine first. Johnny Manziel,
Yeah, Manziel, Baker Mayfield,
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Mine is Johnny Manziel, Joe Burrow, and Cam Newton.
Joe Burrow's number 4 for me, just because he had a way better team than the other guys.
But those 3 guys, well, except for Johnny Manziel, won a national championship.
thought we did it.
Who? Cam Newton?
You said Johnny Manziel.
I said except for Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. Okay, I was about to say. You just said he only.
Baker
won.
Mayfield didn't win a national championship.
No, but
He lost to Georgia.
But he still played good. He still went number 1 though.
Yeah, and he was an undersized guy, and he was a walk-on.
What he get like? Was it detained or like actually arrested like a month before the draft, and he still got taken. He still got taken 1.
I don't even remember. I forgot about Baker Mayfield.
There's like footage of him like getting arrested or something.
I just know him and Stetson Bennett are the 2 best walk-ons of all time.
Walk-ons.
He was a walk-on.
Dude, though, I thought he transferred to Oklahoma because he played at Texas Tech.
He walked on somewhere. He walked on at Texas Tech and transferred to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
He was behind Pep.
No, he was before Mahomes. But then, like...
He was 2017. That
was before... Was that after Mahomes?
was after Mahomes. That was during Mahomes. He was back up to Mahomes.
Wait, was the 2017 draft Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, and...
No,
Mahomes?
that was before. That was way before.
I thought that was 2017.
No, 17 draft was...
Yeah, it was Mahomes and
Really?
Josh Allen.
They were that recent? I thought they were
Yeah,
like 15.
2018 was Baker Mayfield, and then 2019 was Kyler and Lamar.
Lamar Jackson played college football in 2018? I thought he won the Heisman in
He got drafted-
2015.
He was the 30th pick in the...
He was 2016 is when he got drafted.
What? No, he has not been on the Ravens that long.
I promise you he
I
has.
swear he hasn't.
Really?
No. What? Look up.
Oh, no, you're right,
Yeah,
right. Because he was on the Ravens when I was in like middle school. That was when he was just getting started.
Yeah.
2017 was when I was in elementary school.
He won the MVP in like his second or third.
Yeah, you're right.
And then.
Dang.
Yeah. But like, after those like top 4 at that point, like you start going into like just like the good quarterbacks that were on good teams.
There was just so many good quarterbacks in that.
Yeah,
like the Tua class had the most stacked.
Tua,
Jalen Hurts,
Trevor
Lawrence.
Who else was it? Herbert.
Yeah.
Was he hold the record? Oh no, that's in the NFL. My fault.
Justin Herbert was probably the most slept on in that class and was one of the best quarterbacks to come out of it. Probably.
Yeah. Joe Burrow went number 1 in that draft class.
Joe Burrow he was the year after that draft class. I
No,
thought.
he was 2020. He was the first pick.
Uh,
I think it was him, and then I don't know if Chase Young was in that draft class. I think he was. I think it was second or third. And then Jalen Hurts went in round 3 of that draft.
That's crazy to let him slip to round 3 with what he's done in the NFL.
He's the only. Well, okay, Burrow made it to the Super Bowl, but they both made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Tua is probably going to retire soon, and Herbert does not have a team.
Herbert doesn't have a team?
He's on the Chargers.
Lad McConkey, though. Shout out Lad McConkey.
Yeah. But
doing big things in the NFL.
Ain't nobody on that team, though.
Shout out Brock Bowers, too. All 2010s. Let's go. All right, so we just talked about quarterbacks itself for however long.
Running backs.
Let's go running backs. Todd Gurley.
Derrick Henry.
Nick Chubb.
Trent Richardson.
Leonard Fournette.
Oh, good one. Najee Harris.
Oh my!
I'm just naming.
There's so many good running backs in this
running
class. Oh, you're naming now? Well, let's go. Sam Michelle was good, but he wasn't that good.
Nick Chubb. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
No, don't let him get in there. Don't let Clyde Edwards-Helaire get in there.
Dude, bro. I keep thinking of people in the 2020s.
Yeah,
like,
2010s.
I was just about to say Bijan Robinson out of nowhere.
I'm trying to think. There's got to be just one that's like I'm not thinking of right now. Oh, Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
But would we say he's the best? Like, I don't even know who the best running back would be. Like,
well, I guess we rotate.
Saquon.
You think Saquon was better than Christian McCaffrey in college?
Well, Christian McCaffrey played at Stanford, so
I don't even think he was better than Nick Chubb in college. And Nick Chubb shared carries. That's why his stats aren't crazy.
Yeah. So all I'm getting on here is it's not even telling me.
Well, let's just go 3. All right, we got 3 running backs.
All right.
Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, Nick Chubb, Saquon. Let's knock Christian McCaffrey to 4.
Yeah.
Because he didn't play anybody. Saquon, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I swear I'm forgetting another Bama running back that was right after Derrick Henry.
It was Najee Harris. Najee Harris, I swear, was in college for 6 years. It felt like, but he was only there for
He got drafted in like 2021, but he like was there since like 2018.
Yeah.
Is the running back before him? I can't remember at all. The running back with Tua, the main running back with him.
Todd Gurley?
No, that was
Bama.
Georgia. That was Georgia in 2015.
That was Georgia.
Dude, I'm
Todd Gurley was that dude, bro, at Georgia.
dude, yeah. You want to go to receiver now?
Yeah. Let's talk receivers.
Oh, Damian Harris. Oh, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, that's
That's what
yeah.
I'm forgetting.
Still not as good as
Yeah.
Chubb. Anyway,
still.
receivers. Devontae
Oh.
Smith was
Kind of.
well. No, he's 20. We'll
20
hold off on him.
He won the Heisman 2020 though, so
Yeah.
I mean
Well,
that race wasn't like that close. It was,
I feel like we're not thinking early 2000s as much as we should.
yeah. Wide receivers is gonna be nasty. Like
Julio.
yeah, Julio.
Julio.
I forgot. About
Yeah.
him. Julio probably the best one. I feel like AJ Green was 2000.
He was he was early 2000s.
No,
Not
AJ Green
early
was
2000s, late 2000,
yeah.
late 2000s.
Shoot. Was Calvin Johnson in the 2000s or 2010s?
Calvin Johnson was 2010 or 2000s. He had to have been because he was in the league in like early 2010s, wasn't
I guess.
he? He was playing with the Reebok jerseys. Yeah.
Reebok.
Uh,
Receivers. For some reason, I just can't name receivers.
I can't either because I don't ever think. I guess AJ Green was in the 2010. He was 2010. Mike Evans with Johnny Manziel was great. DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio Brown. No,
Antonio Brown in college.
he played at just such a small school though.
Odell.
Odell at LSU, I guess. I mean,
I don't want to say Dez Bryant. I don't know when he played. Dang. What are we doing?
Larry Fitzgerald.
When did he play?
I don't know. And then
No, I swear he was like drafted in like 07 or something.
who was Auburn's best receiver with Cam Newton?
Cam Newton.
Yeah,
Cam Newton was the whole team. Dude, there's gotta be some. Like
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
you say like Henry Ruggs, probably like Henry. That
Okay.
that one Bama core before the pros, like
Yeah, but
Devontae Smith.
you got to put an asterisk over Henry Ruggs
Well,
now.
yeah, well that's the pros in,
Okay.
in college.
In college,
Um,
Jalen Waddle,
yeah.
Henry Ruggs, Devontae Smith.
like
Yeah, that
Aaron
was
Bowers-
elite.
Cooper.
Who?
Amari Cooper.
Oh,
Yeah, he was tough.
He was
Yeah.
probably their best player coming out of this 2015 class. Was he 15 or 14?
something like that.
He was
It
with-
was like a while back.
Who was the
Yeah.
Alabama quarterback that had a really bad pro career but was pretty good in college?
AJ McCarron.
Yeah,
Dude,
that dude's a legend.
Dude, he's like on every. He's like the backup on like every single team in Madden all the time.
What team is he?
It's like he's.
I think he's in the XFL.
I think he's retired.
Yeah. If not, he's like playing golf tournament. I saw he was playing in some golf tournament not too long ago. Some charity tournament. And then we got, I guess,
We'll talk about defensive now.
yeah, defense.
Chase Young. What's his name? Aaron Donald, but C.J. Mosley, Luke Kuechly, Minka Fitzpatrick. But we all know who's number one though.
Roquan Smith.
Whoa.
Georgia just produces. I'm talking about Georgia producing defensive
yeah.
players. Roquan.
But
Before you drop the number one, Roquan Smith, obviously. That's
Jalen Ramsey's up there.
Yeah.
Probably. Tyrann Mathieu.
Tyrann Mathieu. He was good, really good.
But number one.
Oh, easily, Davion
Davion
Clowney. That dude was so good.
All right. And to end off this episode, we're going to end off with fraud alert this time. I'm going to make it real quick since we're running out of time. Out of it, Oklahoma, Oregon, and Auburn are out of fraud tier. They both got some decent wins. Potential Penn State, Arkansas, South Carolina, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's moved out and cooked into potential after that big win. Colorado, Arizona, and Georgia, all in potential, even though they're number 2.
Yeah,
Crappy game.
crappy game happens.
Fraud alert. In frauds here, NC State, Iowa, Michigan, Kentucky, and Florida. And in cooked, Florida State, Mississippi State. And
Florida
that's the
State's
fraud alert.
not moving out of
No, they're not moving.
cooked
Unless if they beat.
ever.
Unless if they have Georgia and Alabama in like Texas, and they beat all of them by like 80.
And that would be hard because they're not on any of those schedules.
Yep. So that's fraud alert for y'all.
Yeah. All right. That kind of wraps it up. Episode 4 of the Curran Kaden College Football Show. We'll see y'all after week 4.